Audio. There you go. Okay, that's what we do. The audio. Sorry, I don't got no OBS. It's not OBS, just YouTube Studio. All right, now let me go back over here. Let me open up another tab. Let me delete the whole one.
Yeah, and let's not forget the toilet wasn't working very well. That was the other thing, too.
And then let me go to manage videos.
I guess that's a sign of a good mission that the only thing you can complain about is
And then go to live. Let me delete that old one. Delete this one.
Now I have a question. You brought up your roommate.
Delete that one. Yes, I understand. Delete that one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's delete that one. There we go. Let's delete that one.
Very nice people, and all really smart and hardworking and all that other stuff. But I'm just like, I cannot believe when you see just the tight quarters and the moment of these individuals and
deleting video. Okay, you can leave the screen. Yeah, I ain't gonna leave that screen. I ain't gonna leave that screen. Here we go. Hey, James Farley. Hey, Farley. All right, let me close. Hey, James Farley. All right, let me. Now I'm testing out different things. I was on Discord testing this stuff out on Discord. It works fine. But the only thing is the image was a mirror. And I hate that. And stupid Discord for mirror. I know I look rough. So, I'm in relaxation mode. As you can see, I haven't shaved in a week. So, I don't think I was going to do a live tomorrow, but I'm not doing it tomorrow. Forget it. I'm going to enjoy tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day. I may do one. I may wait a few days to do a live stream. Okay, I was going to do it for the, because some things came up too. YouTube. And let me tell you a story about YouTube real quick. What happened at the 30-day live stream? Since you're here, I'll tell you. After I have a sip. Cheers. So I did the 30-day live stream, right? Remember I said that hopefully, well, I didn't say hopefully, I thought we was going to get the last 12 hours. Nope. Yeah. So this is what happened. I didn't know this. I mean, I don't regret doing it because I wanted to get it out of my system and I learned a lot of things. So here it is. If you do a video stream more than 12 hours, there is no video on demand. So if you do for example, if you do a 24-hour live stream, that 24 hours is gone forever. That's it. There is no the last 12 hours. Actually, I think if you do like the 12, 14 hour, there's a window where they can rewind back a little bit. But if you go more than a day, they cannot go back too far. That's it. So that whole live stream is not available. I didn't know that. So now I learned that. So so the whole live stream is never coming back. Even the last 12 hours. It's still processing. Right now. It's unavailable, but it's still processing. And it's 718 hours. Something like 718 hours, 14 minutes or something. No, it was fun. Don't get me wrong, though. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I'm going to do another one. But here's the deal. This time around, the last 12 hours, I don't care. I'm going to do whatever I want now. Because it don't matter. Because here's what happened. I still get the super chat. I still got that. That's coming the week after. I get that around the 21st. I get, the YouTube money. I get that. Because I'm usually on the 21st, I get the payment. But the 10,000 views, they took it away. So I was at, So this is what happened. At the end of the live stream, I was at 885, 884 or something. I was in the 880s, 883 or whatever it was. Yeah, so now I'm at 874. So they took away 10,000 plus views. They took that away. They minused it. They did it yesterday. And yesterday they minused it. So I lost the 10,000 views because they've been trying to render it for a while. But then I went on Reddit and all that. They said, nah. They said when you do a live stream like that, you're never gonna get it back. And then what I also did was, because they took it out of public. I didn't do that. They took it out of public. Remember, it was public, but it was not available, like the way you said. But one day I went in there and I didn't see it public no more. I'm like, what happened? So I thought they deleted the video. It's inside my, when I log in. But even if I put it public, you can't see it on my channel no more. You can't see it on my channel. And then yesterday, they removed 10,000 views. So I went down. I went from 884 or 885, was it? Right now I'm at 774 or something. I mean, I was at 884 something. Now I'm at 874. So I lost 10,000 views. So I don't regret doing it because I learned a lot from it. But now I know. Yeah, that's that, and I was thinking about that too. Thank God I made those 2 clips. Thank God I made, and I'm gonna do that next time too. Next time I do a marathon stream, I'm gonna do if I do anything that could be a video, I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna try to record it while it's still going. But also, I also learned too now. For example, like the World Cup, I put that I might do a World Cup for 30 days. So I'm not gonna do 30 days in a row. I probably what I do is I come out every day. So I come out every day for like 6 hours, whatever. You know what I mean? Like that. I'll come in for 6 hours, 7 hours. Actually, if I do it that way, I think I'll get more views in 30 days than I would have done it straight. Because that too, anytime you do a live stream, you get that pop. Right? You get that pop. And you can replay the stream. As long as I don't go over 12 hours. So I could come in every day and just let it run for 12 hours. And I'll get a lot more views. In 30 days, I think I will get a lot more views than just 30 days. Because what happened with 30 days? The first day it popped, right? The second day was okay. And then the momentum dropped. And it never recovered. And on top of that, I got no video to show for. Except for the 2 clips. And don't get me wrong though. I needed to do it the first time just to get it out of my system, but I learned a lot from it. So I don't know if I ever want to do a marathon like that again, because unless somebody's going to record the video somewhere else, which is impossible because that's a lot of terabytes of video. That's a lot of terabytes. That's like petabytes. 1080p for 700 and almost 720 hours. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my throat is itching. I was cleaning out there all day. It's acting up right now, my sinus. Yo, that's like almost petabytes. That's like 100,000 gigabytes. I don't know, some crazy number. There's too much. There's no way I could set up another computer to record all of that. It's impossible. I don't have that much storage hardware and all that, whatever. It's impossible. Yeah, so I can't. But I learned something though. I learned something, James. If I do 30 days straight, but 10-hour videos, I like 6 to 10-hour live streams, I will get a lot more views. I think I could get 20,000 views in a month instead of like what I got, 10,000. Because remember, every live stream, you're gonna have the numbers plus the replay. That's what I don't get. I don't got now. I don't got no more replay. Even the last 12 hours, I got no replay video. So even if you want to watch the last 12 hours, it's gone forever. Yeah, that too, 10,000 crowns. Yeah, you're not gonna get that on a day live stream. That's a lot of posts. But it was fun though. I mean, when I saw the post, it was like all the numbers came in. It was like I forgot how many thousand posts. I think it was 5,000 chat posts total. Something like that. Like all the chat, it was like 5,000. Like 5,000 different posts from I forgot how many people. It was way over. It was not 50. By the way, the 51 they show you, that's not all of it. It was about 100. But some of them never made the top 50. It was over 100 different people that put hello, whatever, that chatted. Sorry, I have to because I swept the yard and it was dusty and all that. Even though I wore a mask. Yo, but I learned a lot. Don't get me wrong, though. I learned a lot. A lot. I learned a lot. I mean, it was eye-opening. Like. And by the way, though, I miss it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I miss it. I want to do it again, but I don't know if it's worth doing it again because you're gonna lose all those views. That's what hurt me the most. I don't care about the video. To be honest, James, I don't care about the video, but the 10,000 views, that hurts. I work hard for those views. That got me closer to the 900,000 goal. Sorry, I know. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. And I could take break. By the way, even if I do 10 to 12 hour a day, I could take breaks in between and do the same thing. But I just don't want to go over 12 hours because then the video becomes useless. You know what I mean? So I like 10-hour days, 11-hour days, cutting it real close. Even if I do 12 hours. Remember, one time I went over, but they still capped it at 11:55. And they still capped at 11:50. I think I went almost 14 hours. Or I did 14 hours. But they still capped at 11:55. So as long as I can go back and do it, that's it. So even if I go over 12 hours by 1 hour on a good day. But yeah, if I do that, just the 10-hour days, I will get a lot more views. And I think I will get a lot more subscribers. And by the way, on those streams, if I want to take a break for like a 30-minute, 40-minute, whatever, I'll put the playlist. Right? I can put the playlist. Or whatever. So I learned a lot, though. Don't get me wrong. I learned a lot. I don't regret it. I don't regret it. But the only thing that hurts is I lost 10,000 views. But I could get that back. I get that back in a month. That's nothing. I could get that back. If I do this way, I could double it. See, now I know how to pace myself. That's one thing, James, I learned. I know how to pace myself now. So if I were to do a live stream every day for a month, I know, okay, I'm gonna be on all day. But when I take a break, I'll put the playlist. If I gotta go eat dinner, you know what I mean? If I gotta, take my son to school, like what I always do. I could put a playlist, or I could put a video on that's not gonna be, that's all. Now, of course, I know also not to do gambling, fake casino gambling. I also know not to play movie clips, not to play music videos, music videos. I learned a lot. Don't get me wrong. I don't regret it. It was worth it. I swear to God, the next day I missed it already. I was itching to do another live stream. But I said, let me take a break. I'm coming out today because I'm itching a little bit to do a live. That's why I'm testing all this stuff. But I don't know if I'm going to do one tomorrow because my wife is off tomorrow and the weather's getting nice. I cleaned up the whole yard. The last few days I've been cleaning the yard. I have my garden ready. I set up my garden. I put a fence around it. I got the raised bed, but I put a fence around the garden. I got all the pots ready. We're gonna plant them directly in the pots. So I'm not even germinating. She germinated a few things, but the rest of it I'm gonna put in the pots and right in the garden. I say it looks like a community garden right now. In my yard now, I got a little area look like a community garden. It looks kind of cool. I put the chicken wire fence around it, decorated real nice. I'll shoot a video. By the way, I want to do live streams outside too. So I'll do one right there by the garden. I'll do one. I'll sit right there and talk and tune the radio. I cleaned up another area further down where it was all crap. I cleared that out now. I could put a radio on that corner now where it's more quieter. So I've been busy. I've been busy, but I've been doing a lot of cleaning. I've been busy about that. I was on Discord earlier. I was helping Chicopee with his radio. So we spoke on Discord. We had a voice chat. James, I meant to tell you this morning I got 7 NOAA stations from. Yeah, it's starting to pick up the sporadic E and all that. I know people. It's starting now. It's starting now. That's good. You got from Virginia, so that's good. That means 6 meters is opening up too. 6 meters is around the corner. I got to pay attention to 6 meters, but I haven't been doing any radio stuff at all. That's good. You know, you got it on video and put it on your channel. Yeah, that's cool. The other ones were fighting for signals. I got one from Riverhead, Long Island. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I just came out here because I'm on YouTube Studio. So let me come out here. I know James is probably going to come out. I don't want to talk to many people. If I go on my other channel, it's going to be like, I don't want to talk to many people. I just want to talk to, I wanted to talk to you, James. Maybe Taz will come in here. I don't know. A couple of people that say. But yeah, no, I learned a lot about it, but now I know if you do a 30-day live stream like that, you got to have another camera filming it, recording it. But I noticed, I did it to get it out of my system. Now I learned about it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it like that. I'm thinking about one for the World Cup. I'm thinking about doing a 30-day. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait another week, and then I'll start streaming again regularly. And then depending on what happens with what we're going to do when the weather gets nicer, because I don't know if she wants to go somewhere like vacation wise. Also, like for example, this Easter vacation was kind of crappy. The weather, it was crappy. The weather was really cold. Like tomorrow's supposed to be better. I know Saturday's supposed to go up in the 70s, and then we're gonna hit 80 on Monday. Monday we're gonna hit 80. So I'm trying to finish up the garden. So I think maybe not tomorrow, but by Sunday I'm gonna start planting stuff, and then that's it. I'm gonna just the gardening stuff will be ready by my Monday. I'll have all my plants out there ready. Everything will be all the seeds, all the pots. As a matter of fact, tomorrow we might go buy some more soil. That's why I'm saying I don't think I'm gonna do the stream tomorrow. I said I was, but I don't think it's gonna happen because we might have to go buy some soil, and then Sunday I'm gonna be using. I have more pots that I have to fill up, and we're gonna put different stuff in there. We're planting some of it on the ground in that area in the garden. Then we're gonna plant some on the ground. Right now, I already planted some bell peppers. I planted what else I planted? Some sweet pepper from Papa John's. We actually took the Papa John's pepper and dried it up and took out the seeds. So we're gonna try the Papa John's pepper, see if they grow. And then I have a whole bunch. I have cucumbers. We have a lot of stuff I'm gonna plant. I want to get that stuff out the way. Once this week I get all that stuff planted, because now the weather's gonna start getting nicer. Then yeah, we try eggplant. We probably gonna as a matter of fact, we have eggplant seeds. We're gonna plant eggplant too. I grew up before though, but they weren't that big. They were like the really small eggplant. I think those are called like the Thai eggplant. They're really small. Because that's what, by the way, for Indian cooking, we don't use the big one. That's for Italian. Italian cooking, like Italians, they use the big eggplant. We don't, in Indian cooking, you use the small one. There's a small one. Those are the ones you cook. So for Indian cooking, you don't use the big one. That's for like eggplant parmesan. Like you want to fry that, you get the regular big, the big eggplant, the one that everybody knows about. But for Indian cooking or Thai cooking and all that, it's a small one. It's a small one. They're small. That's what you cook with for Indian dishes. The big eggplant is for like parmesan, eggplant parmesan or something like that. You know, Italian, more Italian stuff. So the ones we're gonna grow are the small one. The I forgot I think they call Thai eggplant, or there's another word for. They're just small ones. They're the small one. Yeah, I have all that. I have um yellow squash. I have the green one. I have the one that they call. It has a different head. I forgot the name of that one. It's a different head. I have about 3 different squashes. I'm gonna throw them down because I made a lot of space out there. I cleaned a lot, but that's why I'm like this, because even though I wear a mask, but even though when you raking soil, all that shit gets inside you. Yesterday I was really bad. I was coughing. I was spitting out all that gunk. Today I'm better, but I'm still a little, you know. Yeah, and that too. All that from the trees are coming down. Like the trees are budding, so all that stuff is coming down too. I was sweeping that up too. And the pollen, a lot of stuff. That's why I have to wear a mask. But even when you wear the mask, I take a break, I pull down the mask, it's still in the air, so you're still breathing in that crap. Oh my god. No, but I didn't forget about you guys, bro. I'm telling you, as soon as I ended the stream, the next day I started itching. I said, damn, man, I miss streaming already. But I gave it a couple of days for this thing to render. I gave it a week. Now this is the second week almost, about this day number 10. And finally yesterday they pulled the plug on the thing. So I was like, so anyway, so now I learned now, I got it out of my system. Okay, yeah, I got a 30-day, whatever. But now I don't even got the views to show for it. I don't even got the views to show for it. So anyway, but what I did is basically it taught me, okay, now if I do this every day, if I stream every day for even for 6 hours a day, even if I only do 6 hours a day, I'll get a lot more views than the 30-day thing. I will get a lot more. I believe me, I'll get even if I do 6 hours. So let me. I gotta finish up a couple of things here. I want to get the yard ready for the wife and kid. So they can enjoy out there. Maybe Sunday I might do a cookout on Sunday. My son wants me to do a cookout on Sunday, so I gotta clean the grill. Maybe Sunday I'll do a cookout, and then I'll do a live. I'm gonna do a live stream soon, and then after that I'll be rocking and rolling. Once I start live streaming again, I'll be rocking and rolling. Because one thing I learned now, one thing I learned now about live streaming, I gotta keep boom, boom, boom. You just come in and do it. That's it. Don't even think about it. Right now, I'm missing it, but I want to take care of some stuff first. Because I was gonna come in yesterday. I was gonna come in tomorrow actually and do a live stream to help this kid out, and Chad was gonna set up a server. But then today I helped them out, and actually the kid, I had exercising patience with him today. You know, of course, I know he's autistic and all that. I get it, the whole thing. Let me, let me see what else. What's my? Can I go over here? Yeah. I forgot I don't have access to that feature. Why it says zero people watching? I don't understand that. Why it says zero people watching, and you're watching? See, this is the problem with YouTube. I don't understand it. Why it says zero people watching and you're watching? I got zero people watching and one thumbs up. I mean, like you hear how is zero? I don't understand that. Yeah, I know, but he should have never deleted his channel. You know, and I didn't want to harp on that because I don't want him to get all feel bad about it. Yeah, right now I'm seeing zero people watching. You know, he deleted his channel because I don't know why. Because for a while he was like he shut off all the comments on his channel. Then he didn't post a video for a while, for months, and then one day he deleted his channel. I'm like, why did you do that? Don't pay attention to the trolls. But then he posted, on my Discord that he got burned out after monetization. I get all that, but take a break. Now he started a new Marity DX channel, but it's not going to be the same now. He had over 1 million views. He had 1.2 million views. He was way over 1 million. His channel was longer than my channel. He's been around for like 13 years. His channel. Yeah, but I was like disappointed. I was like, I didn't want to tell him that, but because you're the only one here right now. I was like, man, why you deleted your channel, man? I was like, why? Don't let it. And when you do that, you give these people power. Anybody trolling you, you're giving them power. Just take a break. You know how much? Yeah, he had a lot of videos uploaded. He had like, I have 1,180 something videos. He had like almost 2,000 videos uploaded. He was around before me. When I started my channel, he had a channel for like a couple of years or more. And I was like, anyway, enough of that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't talk about somebody like that, but about another channel. But I hate to see people delete their channel and then regret it. Like Two Hands on the Radio, when his original channel, if he wouldn't have deleted his original channel, he would be big right now. His channel would have been in the tens of thousands. If not, maybe more. But he let a couple of people get to his skin, under his skin. Yeah, I used to watch his channel too when he first his original channel. And then he sent me that radio. He reached out to me and sent me that actually did a D368. The 368. He sent me that radio. He went to Amazon, he saw my Amazon wish list, he bought me that radio. And he put a note in it. He said, Danny, this is Gary, Two Hands on the Radio. I want your take on this radio. That's what he wrote. I still got the box and the letter. I still have it somewhere. I have the box and the letter that he sent me. Gary. His name Gary. And I was like, when he did, I was disappointed. Like people, how hard it is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Gary was almost at, I think he was at 4,000 subscribers when he quit. He was at 4,000 subs back then when he quit. At that time, I had just hit 1,000. So imagine how big he would have been now. I was at 1,000 when he hit 4,000. And he was going fast. His channel came out of nowhere. He was growing fast. Him and Tyler Bird were like 4,000, 5,000. And then Tyler Bird went like this. I remember, I remember when I had 1,000, Tyler Bird had like less than 1,000. Then he went by me. I was like, oh, okay, man. Because he kept posting. He was posting a lot of videos about little radios, and his channel blew up. And then Two Hands was doing the same thing, but he was doing it behind the back of a pickup. That's one thing between Tyler Bird and Two Hands. Two Hands was doing it out in the field. Sometimes he would do indoor, but most of the time he was outside. And he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy, so that's why. But they were like this for a while, and then he started slowing down because, then he was doing some QRP. He was doing some. Remember he was doing the QRP stuff with the Yaesu and the wire on his pickup, and those were great videos. I love those videos. Because of him, I bought my Yaesu. It was because of him. Because of Gary, I bought my Yaesu 818. Because he got the same radio. That's the one I bought. That was my first HF transceiver. Because I said, I can't wait to get my license. I want to do the same thing he does. Because he was having fun. But he was doing it on 20 meters, Because I think he's an extra or a general. I know at least he's a general, but I think he's an extra if I remember. So he was doing that for a while, and then one day his channel disappeared. I'm like, what happened? But at the last few videos, he kept hinting that he getting all these trolls and all that. And then one day he just deleted his channel, and I was like, man, he let these people get to under his skin like that, and he disappointed me, I mean, I don't, I'm not saying me, I don't care about what they did. But I felt bad because you put so much work into that, and for you to blow it away because of a handful of idiots. That's why I don't get. Like, why would you give a bunch of anonymous people that much power? Sorry about that, yo. I know it's nasty, but I'm sorry. I can't. I don't swallow that shit. Sorry, I don't swallow that. I spit. I spit. I don't swallow. I spit. I don't swallow. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah. Yeah. That's what she said. Oh my God. Yo, what I got, oh my God, my forehead's bleeding. I had a cut up here. Oh my God. Because I'm drinking beer now and I'm sweating. My blood is thinning now. Oh my God, I'm bleeding now. Yo, but that's what she said. Oh my God, look at, oh my God, I'm bleeding right here. So that's what this guy did too with his channel. He deleted it because people get. My thing is, I keep telling people, same thing with Chicken B Radio. When he remember his original channel, he had over 100 subs, and we was telling him, no, don't do. Then one day he started going crazy, and then he deleted his channel. People, listen to me. You get upset, we all get upset. I get upset, we all get upset. Do not delete your channel. Walk away, take a break. Walk away, take a break. Take a break. That's it. We all listen. I play many online games that I got death threats. I got death threats for online games. People try to dox me. All right? I got doxed. You think that stopped me? I just take a break. When the drama gets too heavy, sometimes I take a break. That's it. But don't delete your channel. When you delete your channel, it's over. That's it. Because you're never gonna get back that same. You're never gonna get back that same momentum. You're never gonna get back your old work. You see my videos, my old work. Some of those videos you never saw because you wasn't here. You wasn't following this channel when you saw my first video. Even my first year, you wasn't following my channel. Right? So when I started playing those things, you were like, wow, this guy has a lot of videos. You see? If you start over, you lose all that. Yeah, even me, I watch my own videos. I was like, even me when I saw my own videos, I'm like, oh my God, bro, I got a lot of content. I got a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying. That you gotta like, you know. Oh, the first video you saw was the MLA 30? Yeah, that was already 5 years ago. That was just 5 years. I was already four. I was already 4.5 years in the channel at that time. That was during the pandemic, I think. I think that was during the pandemic. Right toward the end of the pandemic, I did the MLA 30. Yeah, I'm hot now. Wow. Jesus Christ, I'm getting warm in here now. Anyway, I gotta shut up the rate. I'm gonna shut up the furnace tonight. Wow, it's warm in here now, stuffy. Yeah. So you see a lot of videos. I made a lot of videos. I'm almost at 1,200 videos right now. I'm approaching 1,200. But what I'm saying is, when you delete that, yeah, I know. Over the weekend. I'm gonna start clearing that out. Same here, because we're gonna hit 80. We're gonna hit 80 on Monday. So yeah, I gotta just rip out the plastic. I got the disc hooked up to the scanner right here. I can't. I can't move the camera. It's on top of the. Anyway, let me just do this. Scanner's right there. The disc is hooked up to it right now. I got the disc hooked up. That's a speaker. So I'm gonna start playing the scanner. I got it through the pass through. I got the pass through on the other window now. So now the next step is to bring another. I'm probably gonna hook up the other TV antenna up there, bring it through there, and also the 2-meter, the fiberglass whip I got to put up there. Yeah, I know. I would like to do that here somewhere. Maybe I'm gonna have to maybe put a I'll probably do it under here. I know you can't see it, but let me see. Maybe I could put it under here. See, right now I got this 2-meter, 70 centimeter at GMRS here. Maybe I could put it under here. Or up there, up there. Sorry, under that shelf. Under that shelf. I don't know. I have to find a spot. But I was thinking about putting maybe. Sorry, hold up. Maybe do one of those little shelf thingies and put it there. I got to build a small one. Then I could probably have one on top, one on the underneath. You know, like the one I did upstairs, but a mini one. Like kind of like the one I did upstairs. Remember, I put the stickers around it, but I'll do a mini one. So I could put it there. I had to clear out the drain. I could put it right there. So I'm thinking about that too. Put it underneath the shelf on top of the. Yeah, I could do it. Oh, you mean the little thing, the bracket, the little thing? Yeah, I can make it. Yeah, I could probably do that. But the problem is that the bracket over there, it goes down. It's not a bracket that goes like this. It's a bracket. It's an L bracket that has a beam that comes like this. So I can't go too far back because there's a beam. You can see the bracket. If you look in there, I don't know if you see that bracket. See that steel bracket that's holding the shelf? See how it comes down? There's an L bracket, but then it has that reinforcement. So that's the only thing. I can't go too far back because that thing gets in the way. My brother made those at the welding shop. You don't buy those brackets in stores. Those are all steel with a reinforced thing. So I got 1, 2 brackets. That thing can hold this shelf. It can hold a lot of weight. I got that shit anchored. I anchored it with the long screws. Remember the cabinet screws? I put the long ones. Oh, right in there. That shit. I could stand on that and it probably won't fall. I could probably stand on that shelf and it won't fall. Not that I'm gonna try it, but I mean I could. That's how much weight it could hold on it. And then that wood is thick. That shelf, that's a thick. I forgot what kind of wood that is. It's thick. It's about this thick. That's not. That's real. That's straight up wood from. I don't know what kind of wood. I think it's like oak or something. So that shelf is strong. And that one is just plywood. That one on that's just plywood. But that shelf, that one is strong. So right now, look how much radius I got on top of it. Look at all the radius I got on top of it. Look, and that shit weighs a ton. All that shit weighs. All that shit is this shelf right here with two big brackets. One bracket is behind there, and the bracket right there. That's it. You're anchored into the 2x4 with long screws. That thing is not going anywhere. Look at all the weight that thing's holding. Now that radio alone weighs. That radio alone and this radio, these two radios right here, that's a lot of weight already on the cabinet, on the shelf. Excuse me. Then I got the 750 up there. Then I got the telescope on top of all that. That's a lot of weight, huh? That's a lot of weight. But I'm not. I'll think of something because right now I did all this first. So maybe I'm gonna have to move the stuff around, like all the little switches, and maybe I could bring the radios out to the front, and then I put the switches behind it. So I'm gonna because I do want to hang a couple of radios. I do like hanging the radio, like the CB radio. I want to have it mounted, and the scanner. Yeah, exactly. I want to have one within reach. That's another thing. You gotta have all your stuff. You know what I mean. Everything got to be right there. Oh, you want to hear this? You're gonna hear it. You gotta have everything at your hands, at the disposal. I thought about bringing back the shelf and put it there, but I really want to incorporate the TV. The problem is, I really want the TV in the background. That's what I really want. Like the TV is a big part of what I want in the background. You see, I could do a live stream like this, and you see a lot of stuff, and you be like, "Wow, this guy got a lot of stuff." But after a while, I really I like the big screen in the background. Sometimes I want to show something. Sometimes I can just show it on the screen. Excuse me. 43 minutes. Okay. That's nothing. 43 minutes is nothing. It's nothing. That's just a warm up. It's just a warm up, boy. Yeah, sometimes I know. Sometimes it does, but I don't mind that because I don't know who wants to look at my face all day. I don't mind if it washes out my face a little bit. Nice Dr. Sky, boy. Oh, they landed today too, right? The splashdown. I didn't see the splash. I saw when they flew over the day before. That was the exciting part for me. That was exciting when they were close to the moon. Then they flew over. They went around there and they had radio silence for about 45 minutes. Remember they were behind the moon and there was radio silence. I at that point I was a little anxious. Like, damn, imagine if they crash. Imagine if they crash behind the moon and we'll never know what happened to them. But nah, then when they went around. They had that view of the moon, and then they had the Earth as a crescent all the way far away. I was like, man, that shit look cool. And then they had the eclipse. They had that solar eclipse. That shit looked cool too. When they were coming back to Earth, remember behind them, they had the solar eclipse. Yeah, I know. I know about the whole toilet thing. Ugh. Ugh. And I heard that they burned their poop. Ooh. I think they burned their poop or something. Oh, nasty. And then I was watching a video last night. Actually, last night, the Chinese space station. They actually have a microwave in there. The ISS, the ISS, when they cook their food, they kind of put boiling water inside the packet. They use like boiling water to heat up the food. So they don't have a microwave. The Chinese, they have a microwave. They got a microwave in the ISS, the Chinese space station, and inside it looks more spacious. The Chinese space station look nice. All the panels are hidden. Yeah, they got a microwave. They were cooking dumplings and all that. They were having dumplings. Oh, microwave like 6 minutes. They put their food in there. For the ISS, they gotta like boil. They gotta like heat the water up, and they put the water in the packet, and I guess the hot water warms up the food. So they don't have a microwave. They use hot water because their food is like I guess dehydrated or something. No, I think we did good this time. They're going to beat us back to the moon. No, this was a big important mission because now the next Artemis we're gonna land now. So this one, remember the first one was just to get us up there, and then I think did they go to the moon and come back or something? Oh, it was unmanned. Yeah, it was unmanned. Yeah, it was unmanned. So we just went up and then unmanned. But this time was manned, going to the moon and back. So now the next step is to land. And they said that within 2 years. It might be within a year or two. Basically about 2 years. So this is Artemis 2, right? So 3, we're gonna land. So now we're gonna get a lander. So somebody's gonna actually set foot on the moon. The next one. So that's the one we're gonna do now. The next one is gonna be the moon lander. But I don't know if it's gonna be unmanned moon lander first, and then a man landing with the lander. I don't know how that's gonna work. Yeah, that spaceship is tight, yo. I don't know how I don't know how that's gonna go down. Not in that little capsule. The Chinese one, I can see it because they got bunk beds and all that. The Chinese one got bunk beds. They got a curtain behind the bunk bed, so two people can go inside that bunk bed. And me love you long time. Me love you long time. You take me with you. I'm a Rambo. You take me with you. Yeah. She got gunned down right after that. Oh my god. Yeah. The Vietnamese woman. Remember that? You take me with you? You take me to America? You think Rambo is like, yeah, I'm gonna take it with you, bro. I'm gonna tear your shit up. He say, yeah. And then she got shot up. She went back to get, I guess, something and right there, that Vietnamese guy, sucky $5 eye. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this shit out too, bro. I gotta go on a mad diet. That 30-day shit really fucked me up, man. But I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot. It was good. It was a good experiment. I took a lot of notes. I learned a lot. So now not one thing it did though. I could do stream every day now. I can stream every day, and no pressure now. I can stream every day, come out for 3 or 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever. If I feel good on a particular day, I can stay on for 8 hours, whatever. Some days I'll be out, come on for 3 hours, whatever. And that's it. Now the long ones, I know how to manage it now. I don't have to be in front of the camera the whole time. I could take a break. I could say, you know what? I'll be back in a couple of hours. And then I go cook whatever, my son, whatever. I'll put a playlist on. I'll put one of those old playlists, come back, and then I'm back, and then it's still running. And I still getting those viewing hours. That's one thing I didn't lose though. I did not lose the viewing hours for the because I got the viewing hours from the live. Every time I would play a playlist, that playlist views, I was getting viewing hours for that. So I think my viewing hours did go up. But the live stream views, that's what I lost. Excuse me, sorry. So the live stream views, that's what I lost. But the viewing hours, I kept that. Because the viewing hours for the live stream, they don't count that till after the live stream. So all those viewing hours that I got was not from the live stream itself. It was from the playlist. All those videos that I play on the playlist. And if I do the math, I played a few hundred. I played. I think I played almost 500 videos total on the 30-day live stream. I think 500 separate videos I must have played. Probably more than that because one playlist had 200 and something, and I maxed it out. No, as a matter of fact, it was more than 500. I think it was more like 800. Because one playlist I got to like 2 something, remember? And then it didn't want to load. As a matter of fact, the first one, remember the first one I got it to about 250, 2 something, and it kept crashing. So that from the first couple of days, I already had 250. And then I remember a couple of playlists. Yeah, but playing them on the live stream is not the same as watching. Yeah, of course not. But no, but it's good to. I mean, because people used to. I saw a couple people going there thinking that I was live, and they were like, especially when I was playing my old live stream, and they were going there thinking that. Some people went in there thinking that I was actually live because they were watching my old live stream. Like, and they Todd is telling them, no, this is a replay from a live stream. So a couple of people actually thought it was alive. That I was live, but it was actually an old live stream that was playing. Yeah. Oh, you too. You got to tell them. Yeah. Believe me, there's a lot of. I didn't play a lot of playlists. There's a lot of. I didn't play like. I played. I think I touched on most of them. I said, pay attention to the shirt. Oh, okay. Yeah. Also, I got bigger. I'm bigger now. See, I got a bigger look. I got big neck. Got a big belly. The early ones, I was more slimmer. Things like that. My hair was darker. I used to have tight fades when I used to pay for my haircuts. I stopped paying for my haircuts after the pandemic because it was getting stupid ridiculous with the costs. Like $30 for a haircut. I'm not paying $30 for a haircut. You crazy? That's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, I don't regret it. I learned a lot from it. It's a learning experience. But would I do 30 days straight again? No, I probably won't do it because it's not gonna be He's not worth anything now because if they already took, have I would have kept at least alive, how would have I would be able to keep the views, then okay, maybe, but not even. But now I know I could get more views. I don't have to go that long now. If I do one, even if I do one or two, because I could do a 6 hour here, a 5 hour there. But say if I do one every day, by the way, even if I do one every day from now on, I will get a lot more views. Because first of all, what's gonna happen is that live stream is gonna turn into video demand. Plus, that live stream is gonna be new as a video. It's gonna be a new video, so it's gonna have the new thing on it, new video. So for a few days, YouTube is gonna recommend it more. And then by the second day, third day, by then I have another live stream that's already been out, and there'll be another live stream by then. So I'm always gonna have a new video every day. So now they're not gonna be live, but I'm gonna have a new video every day on top of that. So I think that will really boost up the channel in terms of YouTube pushing it more. Because right now, if when I did 30-day live stream search, the day after my live stream was gone. My video was gone from the search. Within 2 or 3 days, it was gone. If you type it now, it's not even there. It's gone. Because it's not even public video now. I don't know. Now, I don't know if it's because of that suspension, but I don't think it's because of that. I think it's just that they can't render it. Once they can't render it, that's it. And I didn't know. I really thought that I was going to have at least the last 12 hours. But I started reading up on there because when I kept getting that error message. Your video cannot be, what is it? Cannot be, what is it? I forgot what it said. Anyway, so I Googled that, I looked it up, I went down that rabbit hole, and it says that video is gone forever. You're not gonna see any of it. It's gonna stay like that. At some point I might delete it. I might just delete it. I'm gonna give it another couple of weeks or so, and I might just delete the video. I don't know, because it's just gonna stay like that. It's just still processing. It's never gonna, I don't know, because I put it. Right now I put it as unlisted. Did I put it? Let me see what I did with it. Oh no, I have to change. I think I put it unlisted. It's not public though. I think I put it unlisted. Oh no, I did put it back to public, but you can't see it. You might call Dr. Sky. I don't know what he's going to talk about tonight. That's the problem. Sometimes he talks. Sometimes they get into good topic, but there's times that it's just boring topic. And that's the other thing lately. When I done my live stream, now YouTube, even the vertical format now, they're not giving me the pop now. Sometimes, I will get a nice, 40 people watching, 50 people watching, and then it will stay down to double digits. Now YouTube is not doing any of that to me. So I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna do Dr. Sky. I was thinking about it tonight, but I was like, no, I'm not doing one tonight. I'm gonna relax tonight. I'm gonna stay up and because tomorrow I'm gonna probably be gone all day tomorrow. Because I was gonna live stream tomorrow, but then now that I went through the radio with Chickapea, I don't want to come on now. I know because of one person now, but it's not. I wasn't feeling it. I was a couple of days ago. I was excited, but then I saw the post response. I saw like 4 thumbs up. I was like, I thought you were gonna give me like at least. I want to see at least 10 thumbs up. So I was like, you guys are not ready for me yet. That's what I said. They're not ready for me yet. So now I wait another week. What cable? Which cable? Oh no, they shipped it out yesterday. No, it got shipped out yesterday. So it should be here in a few days. I think they said maybe by Sunday it might be here. I think by Sunday it might be here. They shipped it out yesterday. Yesterday it got shipped out. I know the 2 little for the radio. So as soon as I get that, But I'm just gonna replace it with. I'm gonna replace it on the SDR. I'm not gonna put it back on the radio. I may no, but I already did the video on there. I don't want to open up the radio again because working with the blue cable. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do not a live stream the way I have it. I'll just do a regular. But it didn't get that much views anyway. So I don't think I'm. Now I'll just use that for the SDR, and then the spare one. I'll keep the spare one. And, hopefully I never have to use it. But let me tell you something. Since the washer, by the way, the washer is so much better now. Now when I put the wire, when I put the coax in now, it's solid. So that's all you need. You need the washer. You get a lock washer. And that's it. So I don't even think I need the epoxy and all that. But the lock washer, I tightened it with the lock washer. It's not moving. That thing's not gonna move. I tightened the nut and the lock washer. That thing's not gonna loose. You can't loosen it by hand now. You can't. I use this guy. That's how I tighten the SMA. The lock washer, the one that I have, the one that you saw is the one with the teeth. And I tighten this thing up. That's it. I was afraid I don't want to over tighten and break the case. But I tightened it. It's tight. I did it real tight. And that's it. So, I didn't want to go too far and break it. But I tightened it to a point where that thing's not going to move by hand. It's going to move my hand. Now, later on, if I get Loctite, I'll just put, if I ever loosen it, I'll put Loctite in there. But I don't think I need the Loctite now because that thing is tight. I have it in the boiler room. That radio will be in the boiler room now. But it's not the same audio as this guy. That's another thing. I miss this guy over there. So at some point, I may bring that one back here. I may bring that one back here for the server and then bring that one back to the boiler room because I missed that one over there. But let me see because I actually I will get the DP666. That's what I want to get to. And I will get that radio. But now I'm looking at it. Did you see the orange one? There's an orange one. The NXP. That still look cool. It looked like the weather radio. It's like yellow orange with the black. Did you see that one? The NXP. It's a mini TF, but it got a nice plastic case. But it's not 3D printed. It's rugged. It looks rugged. The NXP. I was looking at that one too, but I still want the DP666. I want that red one, that fire red. I want that one. That's the one I want. I'll put that one in the boiler room. Then the mini one, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I was actually thinking about, but I don't know if I want to do that now. Yeah, it's a yellow one. It's the same color as the SH Data weather radio. It's that color. It's like a mustard yellow, orange with black. It looks cool. Oh, you gotta see that one. NXP. Just put NXP Mini TEF6686. NXP. And you'll see it. It's a mini radio, the mini NXP. I mean the mini TF, but it has the case is solid. It looks solid. But I don't think it's weatherproof. It just looks, it looks like a stronger case, a plastic case, but it's much stronger. And it's yellow and black. Like the same color as the SH Data D6, the D608, the same color. It looks cool. I like that one. That one looks cool. And that one is about, if you shop around, it's still going to be around $70 because it's the case. And it comes with accessories. That's the thing about that radio. It comes with, I think you get a whip antenna. You get, I think some other, and I forgot what else you get. You get a lanyard. I think you get a case, a little carrying case. Yeah, just put NXP Mini TF. For a minute, I thought it was weatherproof, but it's not weatherproof. It looks like the weather radio, but it's not weatherproof. But I like the design. The case looks nice. So New York Times Heights. Who's New York Times Heights? Yeah. So 1 hour, 4 minutes. Nice. Dan Tech Geek. Gotta get channel. Some love. I did a live stream earlier on Danny Retro Gaming, but I wasn't on. Yeah, I was testing out the restream. So I had to upload 3 videos. So what it did is it played a live stream without me being there. I uploaded to restream and then restream did the live stream. So it was the Danny Retro Gaming. But for it to loop, it doesn't come with a free plan. So I was trying out the free plan. It's okay. But if I want to do the looping thing, I gotta pay for that. But I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. Because I was trying to get that. I don't see if I can get that channel monetized. But I don't know, I'm still thinking about it because that one, the restream. Problem with restream is that the free account you don't get nothing. It's just uh you know. The good thing about restream is if you want to do a 24/7 live stream or at least a long live stream, um you could do it without using your computer. You just upload to restream and then you set it up on restream and then restream does it. So restream hosts your live stream for that. You could do it like that, just playing videos. It's not like this type of live stream. Yeah, I'm in front of a camera for that. No, to play video. So I was gonna like play the playlist of retro gaming on that one and see, just to build up the hours. But that's not included with the free account. So there's no looping in the free account. So I was like, forget I can't do this shit. I was testing it worked fine, but so maybe next month, maybe if I have some extra money, I'll probably start paying restream. I think the lowest plan is. Let me see what the lowest plan is. Let me check. Let me open up a real restream. IO. Let me see. Let me check real quick. What is the if I want to upgrade? Let me see. So if I pay monthly, it's $19 a month. But if you pay annually, you get 2 months free. But I'm not doing annually. I'm not gonna do that. So $19 a month, you could do 3 channels at once. And let's see. Is there looping? Cloud recordings, transcription, no restream watermark. Yeah, they give you that stupid watermark too. Okay. So I don't know. I was looking into that. Or for free, I could dedicate a machine and do it like that. So I'm thinking about maybe I'll just dedicate this machine for Danny Retro Gaming so you can play like the playlist of videos for at least, once a day. Maybe do like a 12-hour live stream on there. I'm not gonna do no 30 day. I'm not gonna be like that. I'll let it run for like 12 hours, looping. Or play the whole live. What am I saying? Because I don't have that many videos in there. So I can play the whole Danny Retro Gaming live stream, playlist, and then that'll end the stream. Or maybe loop it once. And that's a few hours right there. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's not gonna be a whole day. I think if I do the Danny Retro Gaming, although I gotta do the math. I could do it. I could do it here running in the background. I could just do it here. I gotta download. No, not download. I don't have to do. I don't have to do. No, I don't have to do anything. I just gotta set up the. Oh, I gotta set up OBS over here. That's it. Oh yeah, I could do that. I could run it in the background. I'm not using. I only using this one for the radio. I could do that. Log into that one. And maybe I'll do that. Have that one running for that because I want to get. I want to catch up on. I want that one to get monetized, and then it will motivate me to do streaming there, playing games. That's what I'm thinking. Because that one already got 1,000 subscribers, but I don't have the viewing hours on that one. I will have to do that for a couple of months to get to 4,000. It will take me about 3 months. Estimate. Maybe sooner, maybe later. but I say about 3 months. I'll do it like every other day. I could do like every other day. Let it run for about six hours, and I will get to 4,000. I think I could do it. Plus, every once in a while, I'll go in there live and play, and then that one will get added to the playlist. There's ways of doing it, man. I could run this server and have multiple, but the problem is here is the video card sucks on these. I could run that server and I could have multiple channels 20 running a lot. It got the horsepower, it got the processing power, I got memory on that. I got like 120 gigs of RAM. I got dual quad core. I got horsepower in there. It's just the video cards that come with those servers are crap. They're not even HD. They're not HD quality. So I had to stick a video card in there and then set it up like that. In fact, I downloaded Windows 11 server. It's like an enterprise. It's called Windows 11 Enterprise. I need to install it on those. So it's Windows 11 Enterprise. So it's for servers. So I'm going to upgrade those to Windows 11 Enterprise. It's called Windows 11 Enterprise. So I'm going to install that on those. I'm gonna probably stick a video card in there. It doesn't have to be the top of the line. It could be like what I have on this one behind me. Remember the one that I did the 30-day? That video card. That's like $15. $15-$20 video card on eBay. I have a couple of them already. I just need to install it, and then once it recognizes it, that's it. The only thing about these servers, it won't boot on those. On those rack mount servers, you can't boot you need to boot on the board. The original video card is going to boot off. Once Windows boots up, then if I do the live stream, I got to say, okay, OBS, use this screen. High resolution one. Use that one. Don't use the 640 by 480. Use the, that's all I need to add. And that rate is a lock washer, 1 cent. No, they have a kit. Amazon. I showed you the last time when I was in the live stream. Remember I showed you the kit? You could just buy the kit. SMA hardware. Like the washer and the nut. I think it was like $10, $9 and change. You get a handful of them. Like 20, I think it's 20 of them. You get 20 nuts and 20 washers. Something like that. But I don't need it. But maybe I might pick one of those kits up, just have it handy, put it in my box in case I ever need it. By the way, SMA is not only for the TEF, but my SDR, if my connector ever breaks, I can replace it. That too. Because even my SDRs, I have SMA connectors. It's not only this radio. A lot of radios have SMA connectors now. Especially SDRs. A lot of SDRs have SMA connectors. The AirSpy has an SMA connector. The RSP and the RSP DX has SMA connectors. So, maybe I'll pick up a bag of those washers just for but I already fixed mine. So, of course, I had to borrow that washer from that one, from the AirSpy. So now that one, if when that one comes in a couple of days, hopefully that one will have a washer too. That's the only thing I'm hoping. It has a washer also. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but it makes sense for when it's a smaller. I mean, it makes sense when it's smaller. I remember SMA originally was for like Wi-Fi routers and all that. Like Wi-Fi routers. That's when I first saw SMA. It was Wi-Fi routers. Remember you buy a router and they had the Wi-Fi antenna and it was SMA. And then of course the walkie T's now. All these AC radios now, they're all SMA. Back in the days it was a BNC, remember that? And it's not like that anymore. Now they're all SMA. SMA. So now everything is SMA. A lot of SMA now because everything is smaller. Same thing with the what do you call that? The hotspot, the little hotspot SMA. Mesh core. You know when you get mesh network, the little the little radio, the little repeater, all that is SMA. So it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. Yeah. The funny thing about the disco, when I hooked it up to the 3 switch, the disco picked up stations that the other two couldn't pick up. So one day I'm gonna do another comparison. It's gonna be the Yagi, but this time I'm gonna point the omnidirectional a little different, and then the disco. The disco picked up I-95 from Connecticut. The other two couldn't pick it up at all. The disco picked it up with RDS. Now, if you don't know what I-95 radio station is at, that's in Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm in Brookfield. Brookfield, Connecticut. The other two antennas couldn't pick up nothing on it. It was picking up a local religious station. Right? The disco picked up that station, I-95 from Brookfield, Connecticut. That's 45 miles away. That one picked it up, the disco. Omnidirectional, but it's a little higher. That one is a little higher. So that one I picked up I-95, the rock station. When I haven't heard that station in a while, and I'm like, why can't I get I-95? And then the disco picked it up. I switched it, the disco picked it up. The home of, what is it? The home of rock. I forgot. Anyway, I-95. That's the name of the station, I-95. Named after the highway. So the disco kicked ass on that one. And the disco also picked up, it was another couple, because it's omnidirectional to the disco, but it's higher. And also, on the TEF, the other two were noisy as hell on medium wave. The disco was quiet. So you could hear a medium wave on the disco. But the other two, you couldn't hear medium wave. It was too noisy. So the disco kicked his ass on medium wave. On medium wave, it kicked ass too. Because the other two are too noisy. They were too noisy. Because I'm getting a lot of noise now. But the disco was quiet. So the disco, even though you don't get a lot of gain on it, and it's what do you call it? Omnidirectional antenna. It's a very quiet antenna. I picked up WWVB with the disco years ago. That was my first time ever picking up that station. It was with the disco. As a matter of fact, the QSL card, when I got that one from Colorado, that was the disco that picked up that station. The disco. So the disco, even though it's from 25 megahertz up to 1.3 gigahertz, you can pick up, you can hear shortwave on it, you can hear medium wave on it, you can even hear long wave on it. On a good day, it's a quiet antenna. It's quiet. It doesn't have a lot of gain because it's omnidirectional, but it's quiet. I don't know because of all the radios. Maybe the radios help, but it's quiet. It's quiet. So I should do another comparison with the disco and the other two, and you'll see it blow your way. On medium wave, especially medium wave, it doesn't. The others are not even close. And by the way, my disco is higher. I put it on a real tall pole. So the tippy top of the disco, because I have the disco with the whip. Because then you don't have the disco without the whip, right? Just the top hat with the elements, the top hat with the radials, Mine is the top hat, and it has that CB whip on the middle. So that whip is higher than the. That whip is almost as high. I think it's a slightly higher than the Yagi in terms of height. It's that tippy top is way up there. So I think that element, that CB whip that's what's bringing in I-95 from Brookfield because it's higher. It's I think it beats it by about a foot. It's higher. I was surprised. I was like, oh my God, it's picking up I-95. The other two couldn't pick it up at all. The other two was picking up WRDR from Fort Lee, New Jersey. It was just picking up that religious station. But the disco picked up I-95 from Brookfield, Connecticut, 45 miles away. With RDS. It picked it up strong too. Now it locked in RDS. Right there. Boom. It's crazy. It's crazy how you think one antenna won't do this. One antenna. That's why it's good to have a switch and you can see it. So that's another thing I'm going to do. Oh, by the way, that's another thing I'm going to do soon. I'm going to buy another switch box, but this one's going to be for TV antennas. So I got the RCA ready up there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put back the other one, the Clearstream 4. I'm going to put that one back up there. I'm going to point that one probably north toward Poughkeepsie. And then I'll do a TV band scan and I'm going to switch. I'll do a switch. I'll switch. I'll do a TV band scan. I'll do a TV scan with this antenna first. And then, we can go there real quick, whatever. And then I'll switch it and do TV band scan with the antenna pointing north and see what station we get from there. So I'm going to do that too. So I'm going to buy another switch box. I want to get another one. I'm going to get another. I like the switch box. It's very good. The what is it? Movie Vision. I like that switch box. So I'm going to get one. I'm going to hook up 2 antennas to the TV this time. Maybe in the future, I may put a 3rd antenna, but I don't know yet. But I'm definitely going to have 2 antennas now, and I'm going to switch. So I'm going to put the Clearstream back up there with the VHF element. I'm going to snap it back in there. I'm going to put the VHF element, and I'm going to point it north. So the RCA is pointing into New York City. That Clearstream, even though it's omnidirectional, I'm still going to have it facing north just to see what I pick up. Just to see what station I may pick up. And then I'll do a band scan and then we'll go through all the channels. So I have that plan too. Because that switch, I mean, when I did that comparison, it blew me away. Like 99.3. the Yagi couldn't pick up Ellenville, but the other one picked up 2 Ellenville stations. So I could only imagine when conditions get better, I should be able to, I did get Albany before. I got Schenectady on 89.7 last summer. I remember picking up that. Yeah, I know you can never have enough antennas. That's why it's good to have a switch. Switch them around. So, because before I used to have the TV antennas combined, but I ain't doing that no more. I'm gonna switch now. So, like I think, like over here, for example, channel 24 and all that, that's fine. That's actually pointing toward Port Jervis. So even though I get the carrier, the signal's not strong enough to get 24 here. So that antenna now, the Clearstream that's pointing up there north, I'm gonna hit Port Jervis. Port Jervis is up there. That's by up the Hudson, Port Jervis. That's what channel 24.1 and all that is up there. That's the only station that I had there. So right now, of course, the RCA is not pointing there. It's pointing to New York City. That's why those stations, they're not strong enough. But if I put the Clearstream there, I'll get those stations. I'll get those stations. So it's Port Jervis, Poughkeepsie. I'll get those TV stations too. Poughkeepsie. Because over here, a lot of stations are in New York City, but there's a couple of them in Poughkeepsie. And then there's a couple of them in Stamford, Connecticut. Down that way, Connecticut. So maybe that one can maybe get Connecticut also. Although I do got one Connecticut station that I do pick up with the RCA. I have one Connecticut station I pick up, so maybe I could pick up a couple of more. Maybe Danbury further up. I don't know, but definitely Port Jervis. That's why I'm getting those blanks. I have a whole bunch of blank channels. That's Port Jervis. That's up there. So that antenna, if I switch it, I will get those stations. they'll light up. Because right now I just see 24-1, 24-2, 3, blah, blah, blah. They're all blank. But I know if I were to switch it over to clear stream pointing north, I will get those stations. Because I got in them before. But I did it a long time ago with the old RCA. I had a little RCA, smaller than the one I had up there, with a real compact one, and I was pointing toward north, and I was picking up a whole bunch of stations. There was another religious station that was up there, but it's no longer around, I don't think. It's a Trinity Broadcasting Network, TBN. And that station used to only come from there. When I used to point there, I used to get that station there. That's it. It was like channel 58 or something like that. And back then I was happy to get 60. So now I get 114. Consistently, I get 114 to 117 on a good day. One time I got 121. And then I haven't got that since then. Excuse me. I gotta blow my nose, sorry. I blow my nose, sorry about that. That's right there. Okay, now I can breathe. Yeah, so yeah, I know it's gross. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I learned because of this one FM. I'm gonna do it to TV now. I'm gonna get the same box. I'm gonna set it up here. I'm not gonna use a tuner box. I'm gonna put the switch here. All the antennas are going to the switch, and then one is going to the Roku. Because the Roku, I noticed the Roku tuner. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of repeats. The Roku tuner is better than that TV box that I got. It's better. That TV box is because I tried the same antenna on different TVs. And let me tell you something. This Roku tuner is very sensitive. This one. Because I did the same band scan. The same antenna. I put the TV box in between and then hooked it up to the Roku. The TV box couldn't pick up 100 channels. Not even close. I was lucky to get I think one time I got 90 or 80 something. It wasn't even like, but when I hook it up to the Roku directly, that tuner in the Roku is more sensitive. And that TV box that I had, that's the one that Tyler recommended. He recommended that box. So I bought that box. Now he has his own box. Now he has another box. It's called the what is it? Antenna. What is it called? It's branded with his channel now. Antenna Signal Finder. What is it called? It's the same box. He just renamed it. So now he got his own box, right? He just rebranded with his name on it. Antenna Man Signal Finder or something. Yeah, so that box, before he recommended another box that looks just like that one. That's the one that I bought. It's over there. I have it over there somewhere. Back there. That's the one. And that box is pretty good. But that box cannot beat this TV. This TV tuner blows it away. So that's why I was disappointed. I thought that box was going to do just as good, but it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. It's not a bad antenna box, but it was my Roku TV. That tuner is way better. I thought at one time that tuner was junk, but this past summer, once I hooked up the RCA to it directly with no amplifier, no nothing, That tuner showed me why that Roku TV is good. But believe me, I was not a believer of Roku TVs. I thought it was junk. But that tuner on that TV, that's a Hisense brand. That's the brand of the TV, Hisense, Chinese. That tuner is super sensitive compared to that antenna. Compared to that digital tuner box that he recommended. It's not even close. Believe me, I tried. I did many scans on both of them, comparing them. It's not even close. The Roku would always win, and not even close. It would win by a lot. It would be like by 10 more channels, like 10, 15 more channels. It would not even a close race. That box would pick up like 87 or 85. The Roku would be way over 100, 104, 115, 100, not 150, 114, 109, like that. It wasn't even close. We're not even close. And the signal too, and the signal. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go because Dr. Sky's gonna be on in a minute. I'm just gonna listen to it here a little bit, maybe, but I don't want to play it over the night. Yeah, it's just gonna be. But if you're gonna call, I'll listen in. I'm gonna listen to it for a little bit, maybe. So I will see you soon. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna do live stream tomorrow. I'm not feeling it. I don't know. I was feeling it a couple of days ago, but now I'm not feeling it yet. I think the response was, I was like, okay, well, people are not excited, then I'm not gonna bother. Because I posted it and I got like 1 thumbs up, like a whole day. Then like 2 days later, I got like 2 thumbs up. I was like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I guess people forget so easily. So anyway, tomorrow people will be on his chat. Let them enjoy the audience tomorrow. I'll probably be back. I'll probably, like I said, I'm just gonna come in surprise one day. Boom. When I'm ready. And not keep tuning the other channels because I'll pop in the other channels. All right. So anyway, thank you, James, for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. Have a good night. And yeah, see you later.